Hi, this is First Look from Washington. I'm Jim McGlinchy, the senior broadcast producer for the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric. And if you're a baby boomer or you have aging parents, you're going to want to watch the broadcast tonight because we're going to be talking about Alzheimer's. Our first report's from Randall Pinkston on how pervasive this disease has become. And our second report is from Wyatt Andrews. And Wyatt's going to talk to us about the financial burden associated with this disease.
Jim, there's some fresh research out today done by the Alzheimer's Association, and it was aired out in front of a Senate hearing today, that 5 million people, seniors, mostly seniors, now have Alzheimer's, but that this is one disease that is spiking. In other words, when other diseases of the aged, like heart disease or like strokes, have been going down since 2004, Alzheimer's disease is up 30%. But Jim, we never focus on this or never really have reason to focus on this unless it affects you personally. But there were experts in front of the Senate today who said the cost of Alzheimer's disease will bankrupt the United States by the year 2050 unless we come up with some kind of cure.
Why is that? Why? How does that money get spent?
Because you're talking about a combination. Let's talk about the Medicare budget. The Medicare budget just to treat Alzheimer's disease is $120 billion now, but that understates it. There's $80 billion worth of private care going on in people's homes. There's a $60 billion cost to business in lost productivity, absenteeism, etc. When you start to do the math of how the baby boomers are slowly going to become a greater percentage of the population. Remember, in just a few years, I think in about 6 years, the baby boomers hit age 65. So when you think, and with the disease spiking, there's a scenario where by 2020 or so, just Alzheimer's could eat the entire Medicare budget at $400 billion. So, you don't really think about it, but today we're gonna focus in on this, talk about the cost to families that have to give this care. Maybe the wife or the husband has to drop out of the workplace in order to care for a person who has, this very long disease, and also the implications for the federal budget. I have to mention one more thing, and this really is an eye-opener. When you think about Alzheimer's disease, it's mind-blowing because it is a fatal disease. We have not cured it.
Sure.
And it is also a disease with which your loved one might live for 20 or 30 years in a very debilitated condition. Mm-hmm. So this is why the costs of this are astronomical. We're also going to put on the air tonight testimony from within the Senate. Senator Barbara Mikulski, a Democrat from Maryland, and Kit Bond, a Republican from Missouri, want to double the Alzheimer's budget at the NIH because they believe that doubling the budget will be a huge investment for taxpayers because there are 9 Alzheimer's drugs that are in stage 3 clinical trials. People really believe that this is one disease where we are legitimately, as a country, on the cusp of a breakthrough, and that we need to invest now or pay big later.
And stage 3 means that they're about to, go on the market?
No, be done on patients.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Wyatt.
Hi, Jim.
And in addition to that, you can see why you're going to want to watch that tonight. We've also had about 6 producers up late into the evening last night reading the 3,000 emails that the Justice Department, emails and documents that they put out. And those emails hopefully are going to tell us something about why the Attorney General had to fire a number of attorneys, and that the Congress has also been asking them why that happened and how it happened. So you'll be sure to watch the CBS Evening News with Katie Couric tonight, I hope. Thanks.